Hello everybody, get ready to do lesson 5.5 of pre-algebra math, part 1. We have a 34-point skills sheet today, and we have 5 points here of note-taking to do. Teachers, here is the bell work for today. Find a product here. Which product here is greater than 1? Students, give your students 5 minutes here. Okay, welcome back for our solutions up here. Find a product of this a multiplication here, and we put everything into an improper fraction, and we start there. We multiply straight across, and we do some canceling here. This will be -6, this will be -6 down here, and then 1 here and 17 up there. We get -17 over 6, which will simplify into 2 and 5 over 6 would be our product here. And then down here we have which product is greater than 1. It would be I would be the correct answer for number 2. Okay, dividing fractions. You multiply fractions and mixed numbers. You'll divide fractions and mixed numbers. So two non-zero numbers whose product is 1 are reciprocals. This is your classwork, students, page 2. Then here's examples here of a number, a reciprocal number, reciprocal number. Do you know something here? I mean, these are flipped to become a reciprocal. They're flipped out, so 5 times 1/5 is 1, and then this is the check here for these. -5 over 8 times -8 over 5 equals 1, etc. 0.1 times 10. This is basically 1 over 10 times 10 equals 1. Using reciprocals to divide by any non-zero number, multiply by its reciprocal. So 2 over 9 divided by 3 over 7 equals 2 over 9 times 7 over 3 equals 14 over 27. When you divide fractions, you invert and multiply. So you flip this and then you multiply it, and that will be the division of 2/9 by 3 over 7. And then this is the situation here. A over B divided by C over D is A over B times D over C. We just flip your divisor here and multiply, invert and multiply, and we get that. And then here's our restrictions there. Students, in your own words, define reciprocal. We go into our first example here, dividing a fraction by a fraction. So we have -2 over 5 divided by 4 over 7. What do? We invert and multiply. So -2 over 5 times 7 over 4, and then this equals, we do our canceling. What does that equal? Equals -7 over 10. So that will be our quotient there for that prior division problem. And then we check it. So what do? We multiply our quotient here by our original divisor, and we get our 2 over 5. Multiply the quotient by the divisor. Okay, our first guy practice here, students. This is yours. Pay attention to this so you can do yours. Okay, so our solution here equals 2 over 15 times -25 over 8. We flip our divisor and then multiply it, and then we do canceling, and we get -5 over 12 for our solution here. Students, we go into example 2 here. 4 and 1/6 divided by -1 2/3. So what do? First step is to change these into improper fractions. 25 over 6 divided by -5 over 3. 1 times 3 plus 2 is -5 over 3. And then we do our multiplication here. We invert and multiply. We invert this and multiply it. And what do we get? We do our canceling here. That cancels, and we get -5 over 2. And as a mixed number, it is -2 and 1/2 would be our solution for this as a quotient for that. Okay, find a quotient. This is 2 and 2/5. -5 and 1/4 divided by 2 and 2/5. Students, this is yours. Pay attention so you can do these mixed number divisions here. So We're going to change these into improper fractions first. Negative 21 over 4. 5 times 4 plus 1 is negative 21 over 4. And then 2 times 5 plus 2 is 12 over 5. What's our next step? Invert and multiply. So we invert this and multiply. Negative 21 over 4 times 5 over 12. That, and we do some canceling here. Let's see, 3 here. Can't really do much there, but we can do some canceling here. Negative 7, so it'll be negative 35 over 16, and then that'll be negative 2 and 3/16. So it'll be the quotient for this division problem there. And that is lesson 5.5, part 1. Part 2 is right here, and thank you.